What's up, everybody? We're the Ragsdales, and Julie and I have been married for 17 years. We have 3 beautiful daughters, and we just became a family of 6 again. We've got a brand new Smeraglia schnoodle that we're very excited to be a part of our family.
We have, like Ben said, 3 girls. We noticed that one of our kids started to develop some kind of anxious habits. By the time we were in the, 3rd week of school, she was having panic attacks every day. We had a dear friend that said, maybe you guys would benefit from having a dog. And we were not sure we were dog people. We had dogs in the past, but they were like, they're outside dogs, not necessarily like really integrated into the family.
Or we had an old, like, retired dog.
We did.
Like a dog that was on her last leg, and so we hadn't really had like that puppy 6-7 month old, you know, to kind of come in, nothing like an actual doodle.
Right.
You know, and
yeah.
so.
And we did. We adopted a doodle named Penelope. And she came into our lives, and we decided that we were going to kind of attack the anxiety issues. They were kind of 3-pronged. We were going to take her out of in-person school. We were going to start doing intense therapy, and we were going to partner her with a therapy dog.
You know, it was Georgia's dog. Like, that was the reason we were getting it. This is Georgia's dog. It's going to sleep with Georgia. It's going to help Georgia. And the next thing you know, we're not dog people, but we're taking her everywhere with us. She's sleeping in the bed with us. We're like fighting Georgia. Like, no, she's gonna sleep with us tonight. It's different. I'd get home, my kids are coming to hug Daddy from work, and I would just push them out of the way and go straight to Penelope. I really would. Like, but she became our dog, like our family dog, and
sure.
And we never thought we were going to be dog people quite like that.
And we watched Georgia progress from not being able to sleep in her room on her own to having like very restful night's sleep, feeling really comforted, and
she became a different person.
She did. She became a different person.
A matter of a month or so.
Yeah. We didn't think a dog would solve these problems. We thought a dog would add to our response,
our anxiety, our
already enormous list of responsibilities. But really, what she did was she came in and she really filled a hole that was there, and we didn't know it. One of the things that we noticed she couldn't really handle was any type of responsibility. So whenever Penelope came in, she wanted the responsibility of like taking her out and taking her on walks and playing with her, and it opened the door for other things, you know, that we were able to go, hey, if you're doing this task, could you do this? And she was able to like handle doing other normal life things. It was so hopeful. I mean, it really was. There was a lot of tears shed in that season, like before, and then going into it, we were like, whoa, this is turning a corner much faster than we thought.
Georgia's so full of joy.
She is.
Yeah, I mean, like, even her story, like when she was born in a very tragic year for our families. She's always been the one that brings life into the room and light. And so to see her in that place of just battling with anxiety and panic attacks and all of these things that are polar opposite of who she's been her whole life.
Yeah.
And then of all things, for, you know, God to use a dog to come into our lives, our house, and help bring that light back on, that was pretty beautiful. I was out of town. Julie and the girls were at a friend's house, and I was on my way back into town. I got a call that she and the girls were on their way home. Penelope had gone missing. We all looked until like 1 or 2 a.m. and, you know, just to get home and see the oh man, just the discouragement on all of their faces, especially Georgia's, again, that had worked so hard to get where she was. The next morning, we went back out, and that's when we found her And again, just to look in your kids' eyes, and even for us, again, because we're not dog people, right? But all of a sudden you're like, man, it's like losing a loved one. Like it was. We've had dogs, and we've shed tears, but nothing like this. This was mourning. This was like days of mourning, and a lot of it was because of how attached we got to her, how it happened. Oh, but man, when you look in your kids' eyes and you have to tell them that, we had hope. Like we just knew we were going to find her, and to find her like we did was devastating.
I think that's the cost of love sometimes. When you grieve, you're like, well, that's the cost of love, And so when we even started venturing down that road, our oldest daughter was like, I'm not interested. I'm really not interested in ever having another dog again. And she even still had her and Penelope had been playing in the yard, and Penelope had nipped at her, and she still had this little mark on her hand from that. She's like, can I get a tattoo? I'm like, you're 14, absolutely not. She wanted to have it tattooed on her. So she wasn't sure that she wanted to open her heart. After Penelope died, Georgia migrated into our room again and was sleeping in our room again. And that was difficult to watch that regression. So as hard as it was, we knew that she's a dog person. We're dog people. That's who we are now. We're dog people. So we, you just make the decision. Okay, we're gonna open our hearts again, and we're gonna do this again. We're gonna go on the hunt for the right puzzle piece. So we, of course, took all of the many Pinterest pictures and kind of found a common thread of what Georgia liked, what she was looking for, and then all of us agreed that this was a really cute puppy, if we can find this.
Hi, I'm Georgia, and this is Honey. She's sleepy. I know.
Georgia's a dog person.
I am. I love dogs.
Georgia is a dog person. So I think one of the biggest nods to honoring Penelope is Georgia told us we can't have a dog that looks like Penelope.
Right.
They need to know that leading up to Puppy Week, which was literally written on every calendar that we possess, every piece of paper in our home, Puppy Week, Puppy Week, Puppy Week, Puppy Week, Puppy Week. Caleb came to our house, the week before, and we were like, Caleb, do not talk about it. We're not gonna say the day. We're gonna surprise her.
Yeah, and we were on our way home from theater practice, and I was like, oh my gosh, we're so close to Puppy Week. And he goes, yeah, I can't believe we're going on Monday. And I went,
Then said, we're gonna go on Monday, and she was like, Monday?
I was
Monday?
like, wait, I only have 2 days to prepare. Having a pet after losing one is extremely hard, because the first day that we had Honey, we were like, Penelope, wait, no, not Penelope, Honey, come here. And like that just brings up a lot of sadness. But in the long run, there will be more happiness than sadness.
Yeah.
So just like live the best moments, like, because you might not be able to get a dog in 15 years and you're going to regret not getting a dog when you actually had the chance.
If I were talking to a family that were considering, braving, opening their heart to a dog again, man, it's so worth it. It's so worth it. The joy and the companionship, just being part of a family, you know, with a dog involved. I mean, it really is so worth it.
Our kids are still very young, you know, and what's fun too is to also just think, they're thinking long term. Georgia's got plans for this dog to be in her wedding. Isla's got plans to try to whisk her away to wherever she goes to college. You know, just thinking about all of those major milestones in our kids' lives, and then thinking about one day we'll be empty nesters, but maybe still very much taking care of this dog that's done such a good job of taking care of us.